What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Currency Counts, where I cover all things money. In today's video, I want to talk about 3 major changes to the credit reporting system that can impact you and your credit score. So whether you have a 720 or a 520 credit score, you're going to want to stick around to the end because you don't want to miss any of this important information. Let's get into it. All right, so enough with all that introduction stuff. Let's get right into the first major change to the credit reporting system. And I'll just say this is one half to one change of the credit reporting system because this doesn't tell the whole story. So recently, the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, remember that name because we're going to be talking about them a lot in this video. Recently, the CFPB blocked all medical collections from showing up on your credit reports, no matter the amount. Before this ruling, the CFPB would only block medical collections under $500 from showing up on your credit report. So it's blocking all medical collections no matter the amount. And the result of that is that anyone with a medical collection removed from their credit report will see an average credit score increase of 20 points. And this is significant because 1 out of 3 people have medical debt. Not saying you shouldn't pay your debt, but if you get jammed up, a trip to the hospital will no longer ruin you financially. This segues us to the next change. The ruling for blocking medical debt, which would be enforced by the CFPB, was passed on January 7th. And would take 60 days for this to finalize as a permanent ruling. All good, no problem, right? Wrong. Which brings us to the second half of this major change of the credit reporting system. The new administration plans to dismantle the CFPB. Who cares? I've never heard of the CFPB. Well, the CFPB was made to oversee financial companies and protect consumers from unfair and predatory practices, like removing medical debt from your credit reports. And without the CFPB in place acting as a watchdog, this new medical collection ruling would mean nothing. So if there's no Consumer Financial Protection Bureau looking out for its consumers, then who's looking out for us? We as consumers, especially those with lower income, are more likely to fall into these traps of getting ripped off, falling for predatory loans, even getting scammed when applying for any type of loan or credit. And the consumer collection protections that we have in place will pretty much all be null and void. It'll be the Wild West, meaning without the CFPB, if you have any type of collection, these collection agencies may be able to apply non-ethical tactics like harassing and threatening phone calls, garnishing wages, junk fees, freezing bank accounts, and the list goes on and on. Who knows what these CAs would be capable of without the CFPB in place? So the issue with the new administration and why they want to get rid of the CFPB pretty much all comes down to one person: Elon Musk. So this guy was trying to set up a buy now pay later platform for X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. But the CFPB stepped in and said, hold up, there's regulations you need to follow before you can set up shop. So this guy said, you know what, it's going to be easier to get rid of you than to actually follow any type of regulations. And since I have the full federal government at my disposal, I'm going to try to do that. And that's exactly what's happening here. And all the CFPB really wants is to have oversight over these buy now, pay later type platforms. They want to make sure there's steps in place for consumer privacy. And if you have any issue with the credits platform, some type of dispute process where the consumer can be protected. So what better way to stop any oversight than to fully dismantle the CFPB? So stay tuned to the channel for more updates on this subject. So if you have any collections, medical or consumer, you're going to want to take care of them now while the CFPB protections can still work in your favor. And if you don't know where to get started, check out my credit repair course linked in the description. Another big change that's rolling out to the credit reporting system is it's being reported that if you have any buy now, pay later type of account, like Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay, they're now looking to report them to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And the reason this is important is because in the past, these type of loans were not reported to your credit reports. And since usage and debt to income are a big factor in deciding qualification, if you had any of these type of loans and still wanted to apply for a regular traditional loan, the odds of qualifying were higher because the lenders didn't even know these accounts existed. Now with this new proposal, lenders will be able to see those type of loans. And where this is really going to hurt is when you go apply for a new car or apply for a mortgage, because debt to income is one of the first things they look at. So some people are going to argue is the more accounts you have open, the better. You're paying your accounts on time. It's acting as a credit booster because it's showing on-time payment history, and that's going to raise your credit score. But most of these loans are short term. Every buy now, pay later account you add to your credit profile lowers your credit age, potentially hurting your credit score even further. You go out, you buy a pair of shoes, you add one of these new accounts, you go out, you buy a new TV, you go buy whatever. You're just lowering your average credit age. And lenders, they look at your credit age, they look at how many accounts you have open, how many accounts you're opening per year. And if you have 20 accounts that you're opening per year because you bought 20 items on these buy now, pay later platforms, that's definitely gonna hurt you. That's why this is very significant and something we need to keep an eye on. The last big change I wanna talk about today is with the mortgage industry. And this is huge news, especially for all my renters out there who don't qualify for a traditional mortgage. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac announced they're going to start using alternative credit scores to qualify mortgages. So what does that even mean? So this would give lenders the opportunity to look past your traditional credit score and dig deeper into your credit worthiness. allowing people who otherwise wouldn't qualify for a mortgage the path to home ownership. I know I kind of glossed over everything, but I didn't want to make this video too long. So if you want more detailed information on anything we covered today, I have standalone videos on everything in my channel. So be sure and subscribe, hit that notification bell, links in the description. See you next time.